Have you ever had a baby in one country and then had a baby in a different one? G'day guys, my name's Ross, this is my wife Sam, and we emigrated with our family to Australia during a global pandemic. We are 20 weeks pregnant right now, and we've got our scan to tell us what the baby is. I mean, we know it's a baby, just whether it's a boy or a girl.
The gender is the word you're looking for.
Thanks for correcting me, I love to be corrected.
Yeah.
So come along with us, we're going to answer a few of your questions and we're going to show you what the whole process is like if you're having a baby in a weird country. It's not weird, just a new country. Before we go though, we're going to answer a couple of your questions that were sent in on our Instagram stories. Thanks to everyone that sent us a message. If you're not already doing so and you're just a pervert and want to see what our life is like, check out our Instagram. And there's an ambulance going.
We're right next to the hospital, that's why.
That's the first question answered, I suppose. Do you go for scans near a hospital? The answer is kind of. Our first question is from Ellie Jov. Is it 2 scans, same as the UK, if there's no issues? How many have we had so far, ma'am?
We've had 3.
This is the 3rd,
No,
isn't it?
this will be the 4th.
Have we had 4?
Yeah, but only because I had a dating scan.
Yeah.
And then remember I had a bit of spotting. So they did another test just to check.
Yeah.
12 weeks and now today.
So that is 4. I think the answer is you do only get 2.
Yeah.
We had a 3rd because we had a dating scan, which was free because we didn't know what the date was of when we had it, so they told us. And then extra scans. So 2 is the answer, but you get other ones if there are concerns, which I think is the same as the UK.
Yeah.
And then the next one from Laura Lowe 03 is, do you have to pay for maternity care? And what's the answer to that? Have we paid anything yet?
So far we haven't.
No, we're on a 189 permanent residency visa, which means we obviously have permanent residency status. That entitles us for Medicare, so everything that we're doing is through Medicare. We don't have any private health insurance. We don't need it because our Medicare levy doesn't require us to have it yet. Kind of makes you not want to earn more money than you have to. We haven't paid anything, so we've had 4 scans so far. Anything else we've had?
But you have to kind of look into it. You can't just book somewhere because they might charge you. So the reason why our 12-week scan was free and today's free is because I registered at the hospital where I'm going to give birth. So they do your scans for free. But if we went somewhere else, they were going to charge, weren't they, at the 12-week scan? Yeah,
it's one of the things that we're finding with Medicare and healthcare in Australia. Medicare, if you're entitled to it, you pretty much get everything for free anyway, or there's a very, very small rebate. If you want private healthcare, then you're going to have to pay for that. But in the UK, it seemed like you either were NHS or you were on private healthcare. You pay or you don't have to pay. Here it's kind of like a hybrid system where you don't pay, or you pay for private healthcare, or you can kind of go for like pay as you go for other things that probably normally would be included on private healthcare. At the moment we've kind of just based it upon what we did with Aurora, and if we didn't have it before, we don't need it now. So everything at the moment has been free.
Yeah, but you do have to hunt around and you do have to get quotes because some places will charge, other places won't charge. I've just been lucky because my friend is that I have over here is pregnant, and so
one of your friends. You've got more than one.
Yes, I have more than one friend.
We've had this friend debate before.
A good friend of mine is pregnant, and so she kind of tells me,
why have you got loo roll in your car?
Oh, because Aurora's got a snotty nose and I ran out of tissues, so I had to bring the bog roll in.
So she's giving you all the lowdown, she's giving you all the tips.
She's helping out.
Kind of handy to know. If you get pregnant in Australia and you want to know what's up, make friends with another pregnant lady who's further along with you.
Who's Australian.
And it all helps. Right, we're going to be late. We need to go in.
Yeah.
So let's scan away. And as if by magic, we are scan complete. That was a bloody long scan.
It was a long scan. Yeah, but it is. The 20-week scan is really detailed.
They literally scan everything. I couldn't remember how long it was from last time. And that's the most comprehensive scan that they have ever done or ever will do on like a person. I haven't had my spine looked at.
It was good, and he was telling you everything and talking to you as he went along, and this measures well, and he's happy with that. And
Yeah, you can't fault Australian healthcare at all. I mean, not to say that we could ever really fault the English one, but I think if I was going to say which one do I prefer at this stage, I think I prefer the Australian ones.
yeah, it just seemed so much more detailed, didn't it? And they didn't sit there in silence like they did in England.
They're just happier. I think it's an Australian thing to be a bit happier.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's a Queensland thing, I don't know. But we're happy to report that we do have a lovely, healthy baby. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, though. How do you feel about what it is, though, Matt, without giving any clues away?
I'm happy. I was always going to be happy no matter what it was, as long as it was healthy. And, you know, at the end of the day, the man picks the sex.
I have already picked. It has already been chosen.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. You can't change it.
Nope.
Just
it's done.
Is what it is.
We have what we have, and I'm really happy.
Me too.
Right, let's answer the last few questions though. Okay, this question's from Lauren Hollins. Are the hospitals completely different to the UK? I don't think they're completely different.
No.
Just one of the things that we have noticed so far, particularly with the scans, is in England you either kind of went to the doctors or you went to the hospital. There was kind of no in between. Whereas here, for some of the scans, you go to private ones that aren't necessarily always in the hospital. So I suppose it depends really. It's a bit like if some people are using private healthcare, we're not. It's sometimes wherever you get the scan, it isn't necessarily at the hospital. But everything that we've had for now has been at the hospital with some of the earlier scans.
Yeah.
Do you think they're different?
No. We haven't really seen much of a hospital, to be honest. We've only seen emergency and for our scan today. We haven't actually been to like the maternity bit or anything yet. That might be different next week when I have my appointment with the midwife.
Yeah.
But, well, yeah.
They all look and feel pretty much like English ones so far. I haven't been to lots of hospitals, thankfully.
No.
They look a bit newer than the ones that we were in.
Yeah.
That's about it. This one's from Rachel Lee Davies. Is it free to have a baby like in the UK? Well, if you are entitled to Medicare, then it is free. So that depends on your visa, and some visas do have a requirement that you have health insurance, and some visas you aren't entitled to Medicare from that perspective. So yeah, you probably would have to pay if you were on a certain visa. So check your visas and that will tell you the answer. It's different for everyone.
But you can pay if you want. Like if you want to go private, then you can pay, but
yeah, we had some friends that went private.
Yeah.
They opted for a cesarean, so I think they had to pay for that part. They were in some fancy hospital in Brisbane. We're just at the local one because it looks okay. And we didn't have paid for ones and fancy things in the UK, so it's on your own expectations, whatever you want. Okay, this one's from Fran Michaelf9. Is childcare and schooling free? Again, that's probably the same answer as is having a baby free. Depends on what visa you've got. We do have a video specifically about childcare subsidy, all that kind of stuff. Have a look at it on our channel.
Schooling's free, isn't it? But
that does depend on what visa you're on though.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh,
to be honest, we don't really know much about the schooling bit yet because
we're not
there. But when it happens, we'll let you know. This question's from Jessica Ballard. How is healthcare? And I suppose we'll answer that from a general perspective because not only have we had to do this little bit for our healthcare journey, but Aurora recently had to go to hospital because she had a suspected fractured elbow type thing. Or was it elbow? Elbow, wrist. She just fell off the trampoline. Personally, I find the healthcare here very good. And it's not to say that in England it was bad, but it's very good here. And I think I prefer it here. Purely because, and this is my opinion, here you have the options to opt in for additional parts of care. In the NHS, everything was free, that's fantastic, but you never really got offered any options if you didn't have private healthcare of something else in addition to. It was either you were private healthcare, which we couldn't really afford, or on the NHS. Here, again, you have those options if you can afford private healthcare. Sometimes you might need to because of how much you earn, But if you want to opt in for some of the additional treatments, additional scans, that kind of stuff, just because you have the money and you have the curiosity, it's your health after all, you can still go in for it. And I think that that's a good thing. It seems like there's more choice. Even with you in the hospital, we could choose which hospital we wanted to have our baby at. We did have a bit of choice in England, but here you can go wherever you want. You can choose whatever doctor you want. Yeah, you might have to travel because your doctor isn't round the corner from you, but it's not like you're assigned one, is it?
No. And you can go to as many different surgeries as you want. Like in England, you can't do that. You have one doctor's surgery. You don't have to see the same doctor, and here you can sign up to many different ones and go to different ones, and they have a really good online system called Hot Doc, where you can just go on there
once you're registered
and you just make your own appointments. And the appointments luckily where I am, my doctor's surgery, I can normally get in within a day or two. Like in England, you're waiting
had them here.
weeks and weeks.
Yeah, I've had them here, and you can get an appointment the same day sometimes.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
So that is our 20-week scan. Sorry to disappoint you, but we're going to keep the gender a little bit of a secret for a little bit longer. But hopefully some of our answers have helped you understand a little bit more about healthcare, a little bit more about what it's like to have a baby in Australia. If you found the video interesting, please make sure to give us a like. If you want to see the rest of our journey moving to Australia, then make sure to have a look at our channel. And if you want to see more about what our life is like in Australia, then watch that video. See you soon.
Bye.